Hi everyone and welcome back to a super simple guide on how to use the RaenonX Calculator. If this is your first video with us, please consider going back to part 1. I'll put the link in the description below. It will simply allow you to update your settings before we begin with all the relevant information so you can get accurate data in the future when comparing Pokemon. Remember that you do need to register and log in, otherwise you will not be able to save data. But for the purposes of this video, we're going to show you two separate ways in which you can upload them to your Pokemon box. We're going to start first by going to the Pokemon box under Team and Pokemon box. As you can see, there's no information in here, and if you'd like, you can actually click this top bar to manually enter a Pokemon. Let's just say that you caught a Slowbro, set it at the right level that you caught it, make sure you update the ingredients, select the evolution count to 0, as always, no matter the evolution of the Pokemon.
Because this should only be increased manually when you evolve the Pokemon yourself. And if this sits at anything above 0 for the initial upload, you're going to have some issues with getting incorrect data later.
You can also add in the sub-skill features here, and also the nature of the Pokemon. Once happy with all that information, you can simply just close it, and it will add it to your Pokemon box. There is another way to upload this data though, and it is a lot simpler, and it's my preferred method. You can simply go to the Rate My Pokemon feature. We're not actually going to explore this feature very in depth for the moment, because it does allow you to analyze the stats of the Pokemon and just to compare it against all potential combinations of sub-skills and natures, and which ones are good, which ones are bad, and which ones are okay. So, you can either manually add it through here as well, or you can click this OCR button right here. Simply click this bar, click the screenshot of the Pokemon that you would like to upload the data, and click OCR once more. Give it a few seconds, and as you can see, it's actually captured the data. If for some reason that you see that there are circles or missing entries in these boxes with crosses in them, then you can simply change this slide bar and click OCR again to try scanning it, and hopefully it'll get the right information. Once you're done, click on the tick button here, and you can see it's uploaded the information. However, it's not yet saved. Before we save it, we want to make sure that you update the ingredients section, because this is not automatically updated with the screenshot upload using OCR. And again, evolution count must be set as 0, no matter what Pokemon you catch, even if it's a secondary or third evolution. Again, this will only apply if you evolve it yourself. You can also see here you've got some options for analyzing the stats of the Pokemon. We're not going to use that right now, we'll save that for the next video. And once you're happy with all the details, you can simply click this button here, change the actual level of the Pokemon, and click the button here to save it to your Pokemon box. Now, for comparison's sake, in future videos, what we're going to do is just quickly go through that process again and upload a second skill that I've managed to catch, so we can compare them later. Again, click the screenshot, add it in, click OCR, the data's captured, great. If not, change the slide bar, click OCR again, and once happy, click the tick box. From here, we've got the accurate data captured, again, changing the ingredients, and then making sure it's at evolution count 0. Once we're happy, simply click this button again and save it to the Pokemon box. Now let's go back to the Pokemon box and see that it's uploaded. There we go. So I'm going to leave it right there for this video because I want to keep these as short as possible so you can easily reference them in the future to help you along with the calculator. Please consider liking and subscribing if you do like the content and would like to see more, and even consider subscribing to the RaenonX Calculator itself for ad-free or premium features. I will say they are quite cool, and you can really fast track your analytical powers of all your Pokemon in Pokemon Sleep by using them. And if you do want to subscribe to the calculator, please visit either the Discord, GitHub, or Patreon. We'll also put those links below. If you do need any help or any further information, you can always click this documentation section on the left here for a wealth of information and quite a bit of math if you're into that. And if you do want some one-on-one help, please join the Discord. In the next video, we'll be discussing on how to analyze your Pokemon and compare the data to see which is the best to evolve. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.